Why are Roadtreks so popular? Simply because they defy conventional thinking. People can't believe everything they get in such a small camper van.
That you really can get all the comforts of a motorhome with the driving ease of a van. Now I'd like to take a few minutes to demonstrate some of the features that make using a Roadtrek such a comfortable and pleasurable experience. Let's start with the 190 Versatile. I bet you can't believe this vehicle has a full-size bathroom, toilet, and stand-up shower. Come on in and take a look. Instead of having a small permanent bathroom as in even larger motorhomes, Roadtrek has what we call a temporary large bathroom. Just extend this door across the aisle, then do the same thing at the front. You have a large temporary private bathroom. And inside the privacy area we have the toilet. And it's a marine toilet with its own holding tank, not a portable toilet. We also have the stand-up aisle shower. To take a shower, just remove the curtain from inside the closet, then fully surround yourself with it in the aisle. Now I'll open it back up so you can see what's going on in here. It allows you to have a full-size stand-up shower. The water drains just into the drain in the floor. You can take a shower either with the shower head mounted or handheld. When you're done showering, you just dry off the curtain, gather it up, and put it away. And then lastly, in the privacy area, we also have the wardrobe area where clothes would hang. So that way you can use it as a private change room, once again with full standing height and lots of elbow room. And then lastly, use the sink across from you in the kitchen. No point having a second sink in a vehicle this size and wasting the space. And finally, the privacy doors can also be used to separate the sleeping sections at night for privacy. This particular model sleeps 4, and this one is equipped with an L-shaped lounge. Basically, the table goes down to become part of the support of the bed, and the cushions are rearranged to create a 6'1.5" by 52-inch double bed. This model sleeps 2 at the front, 1 on this side in a single bed. All you do is swivel the captain seat with its back in the middle, remove the backrest, bring the base up against the captain seat, and then put the backrest in place. Makes the bed 5'5" long. It's great for kids, but adults can sleep on it too, just with your feet hanging off the end. On the other side, you get another bed, this one 5'7" long, by doing the same thing. When you're done sleeping, just remove the backrest, slide the base back in place, put the backrest in place, and swivel the captain seat back. Roadtrek is one of the only camper vans left that still has a lowered floor. The original van floor is up here where the carpeting is. We've lowered the floor 4.5 inches. That way you get full standing height without having to have such a high roof. That maximizes your fuel economy, minimizes wind sway, and improves handling. The lowered floor also allows for a more appropriate working height at your counter, more appropriate seating heights, and also makes it easier to exit the vehicle because you're starting from a lower level. Another advantage of Roadtreks is the aisle width. Our aisle width is 30 inches. Makes it easy for 2 people to pass. And when it comes to storage, there's no more storage on any other camper van. Starting at the front, you've got this cabinet over the windshield, great for maps and tapes and things you need access to while you're driving. You can also get an optional overcab storage drawer that sits here, and it slides out. It's great for storing flat items like clothing, blankets. There's also these storage rails down both sides. It's good for storing games, Kleenex boxes, cards, what have you. You can also get what's called a removable wardrobe. It's a wardrobe that's interchangeable with this lounge seat. Sits here, provides about 36 inches more hanging height. Doors open like this. And it's removable and interchangeable with this lounge seat. When you're traveling just the two of you, it gives you all that extra storage. But when you want to use the Roadtrek as a second car at home, take the wardrobe out, put the lounge seat back in. No tools required. There's also storage underneath both captain seats. Storage in here for your shoes. And finally, storage underneath both lounge seats. On this side, there's a drawer. Another good place for clothing, extra foodstuffs. And on this side, you get a large storage area that's accessible from the top, great for bulky items like bedding, and you can access it from inside if you don't want to lift up the seat cushion. There's also plenty of storage in the galley. There's two cupboards up here, great for plates and glasses. We've got two cutlery drawers. Then a large cupboard below the stove, good for pots and pans and food. Notice there's no water tanks occupying the space. There's even a small garbage cabinet. As you saw earlier, there's a roomy wardrobe, but there's also a shelf above it and another one above the toilet, good for personal hygiene items or towels. There's even two cupboards at the back above the bed. Lots of room for clothing. There's also a storage area across the rear below the bed that's accessible from the rear door that I'll show you later. If your vehicle's equipped with an L-shaped lounge, it'll have a TV cabinet that you can use for storage if you don't have a TV. But otherwise, TV can be watched while you're laying in bed. Or you can pull it out into the aisle, swivel it so it's facing the front, and watch TV from the front captain seats, which is the most comfortable place to sit in the vehicle. Also get a good distance away from the TV, which is often a problem in a small RV. Vehicle's equipped with a 110-volt built-in air conditioner, rather than having a rooftop one raising the height and ruining the aerodynamics. Down below we've got several appliances. Firstly, we've got the 110 to 12-volt converter. When you're plugged into an external power source, it converts 110-volt into 12-volt so you can operate all your 12-volt items like your lights, fans, etc. from your external power source rather than your auxiliary battery. And it also charges your auxiliary battery if need be. Down here is also located the LP gas furnace. It's direct ignition, which means you don't have to light the pilot light. You just set the thermostat. The furnace will come on and off as required to keep the vehicle at a comfortable temperature. In the kitchen, we've got a two-burner stove, as you saw earlier. There's also a fan over the stove, which is very important and very often not common in vehicles this size. If you don't have it, your vehicle's interior will absorb cooking fumes. And there's a 110-volt microwave and a 3 cubic foot three-way fridge. Three-way being that it runs on 110, 12-volt, and LP gas. And there's several safety features in here. There's a smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, and a floor level and LP gas detector. Finally, there's a monitor panel that helps you keep track of how much water you have in your fresh and wastewater tanks, how much propane you have left, and the charge level in your auxiliary battery. Note the 4 seats at the front of this model. If you swivel the front captain seats so they're forward facing, and with the addition of the L lounge at the back, you can have seating for up to 6 people, so it makes this Roadtrek great as a second car. But do note that the captain seats are swiveled towards the rear. That way you utilize the cab area as living space and end up with this roomy lounge for you and visitors to play games, have dinner. In the middle of the lounge here is this cloverleaf table. Table swivels into the middle so everyone has access to it. Then at each person, it extends. Do this at all 4 places, and you've got a table that's big enough to have a reasonable sized dinner. When you're done eating, you just swivel it out of the way, and you've got access through your aisle. There is one final advantage to having this table at the front, and that way you can maintain separate eating and sleeping sections for the people at the rear. That way you don't have to make your bed up every night or make your dinette up every morning. It's a real convenience not normally found in a vehicle this size, normally just in larger motorhomes. Now let's take a look at some of the things that are interesting on the outside of the Roadtrek. The water tanks are located below the floor and between or near the axles for better weight distribution and handling. Also, by being below the floor, you maximize your interior storage space. The water tanks are quite large. They total over 75 gallons between the fresh, gray, and black water tanks. Now let's go to the back and I'll show you how you fill the freshwater tank. The freshwater fill is located behind this door. Not only does this help minimize exterior clutter, but also ensures that nobody tampers with your fresh water supply. Remember that storage area I told you about earlier? Well, there it is. Lots of room for even 2 sets of golf clubs and more. Below the floor here, we take advantage of that wasted space by storing the spare tire. And if you get a generator, it goes there, then the spare tire either goes inside, or if you want to maximize your storage space, you could put it on the back door. Notice the built-in air conditioner up here. It doesn't protrude out the back. All you see are these flush-mounted grills. Helps you avoid RV parking restrictions. One of the first things you'll notice is that the exterior Roadtreks aren't cluttered with all sorts of vents and hookups and grills. We've taken the gasoline fill and LP gas fill and located them behind one neat door. Then we've taken the upper fridge vent, which is normally the biggest, ugliest vent you'll find on the side of an RV, and camouflage it within this black louvered window frame. Then we've taken advantage of this area below the van floor to create another large storage space. And within here we've located connections for your city electrical, your city water, and your park TV cable hookups. When you are connected, you just run the hose or power cords through this hole in the floor. That way you can close the door and keep your contents secure. And down here we have a handheld shower, great for washing sand off your feet, or the family pet. Now, in most RVs, when you go to empty your waste tanks, you have to carry a sewage hose and a bumper box. You have to handle the dirty thing. Well, instead of that, we've got a 20-foot sewage hose built right in. It's a patented feature, so you won't even find it on a $250,000 Class A. And the releases are conveniently located right beside. There you have it, the features that make taking to the open road in a Roadtrek so comfortable and relaxing. What makes for a memorable and enjoyable adventure? If you ask me, it's doing it in the best-selling North American camper van, Roadtrek.